Hello, everyone. I'm recording for Thursday episode, and we're going to talk about spiritual talk. So last week I covered the book review about personality. So this week I would love to share a spirituality talk. And based on my faith journey, last week's sermon was like mind blowing because that those were the words that I needed here. And I want to share that with you too, because I'm really authentically and honestly and openly share my spiritual journey and my life in general overall. So what I've learned through the season, like ups and like highs and lows, and also yeah, like dynamic journey. And yeah, I need to interpret every event and every incident positively. And because I'm in the control how I interpret things, right? That's the only thing that I can really control. The things happen in this life, of course, we cannot, there are so many things that we cannot control. Obviously, yes, some it's derived from our choices, but I'm not talking about those, but like things that is out of our control, right? So it's all up to us how we interpret those incidents that we couldn't really control, which is beyond our control, right? So what I've learned, number one, is interpretation is really, really important, positive interpretation. And number two is when we feel like we're stuck, unless we stop, we're not stuck. And we have everything that we need during that season. So that was really very inspiring phrases that I received from my home church, Elevation Church here in Canada. And actually, the church is based out of the states, North Carolina. And that was really mind blowing. And that is the fact. Unless we take actions, what we can do within our power, we're not stuck. Even though you feel like it's not moving, we're not heading to where we want to go, unless we don't choose to stop, we're not stuck. And it doesn't matter how slow we go. It doesn't. It's not about the speed, how fast we go, how slow we go, as long as we are heading to the right direction. And number three, when you feel like there are so many challenges, there are so many rejections, it's actually redirections, right? And Pastor Stephen Furtick mentioned that not now means not you, and not now means not ready. So yes, later, only the later times we will realize why it was not meant for me and meant for you, because we were either not ready for that fully, or it's too we deserve more, or we are not fully equipped yet, or which means we are not ready, or it's not meant for me because his plan is different. So later days of our lives, we would realize, oh, that's the reason why he was preparing and he was developing me and he was equipping me for this better purpose and for this better opportunity. And I was under that development stage. We would later then realize, oh, God is so good because he was equipping me, he was maturing me, he was removing all the impurities, he was really refining my heart, removing all the impurities, which is idols and wrong motives, and really maturing me, developing me, and really enlarging, widening my capacity, emotional resilience. So we will get to realize and we can confess, God is so good. My plan was like this scale, and I thought that this is my plan, but he needed to wait for this higher, wider, bigger purpose and project for me. That way I am fully developed, matured, and really widened enough to handle everything. So that was really helpful sermon that I really needed to hear. Yes, if you haven't checked it out, go to Elevation Church on YouTube and check it out. It's been released on July 21st, and that's the sermon that I wanted to share, which I missed last Sunday. And always remember that God has given us everything that we need in this season. So do not ever think that you're lack ABC. No, do not focus on that. Do not be distracted by those things, but you have everything that you have in this season. So that's the leap of faith that you need, and you got to trust in him, and at the same time you got to trust in yourself because you're in Christ, right? And I wanted to share that. And today's sermon was about faith, and faith is not based on our sight, what we see, but it's about unseen. It's about things that will happen. And even though we don't feel like it, even though we don't feel it, it's nothing to do with emotions and feelings. It's about what we believe. So faith is about, yeah, believe and also take actions. Motion, meaning behave, meaning action. And what God really meant by be silent and be in stillness means, yes, listen to his direction, his voice, but at the same time, the action portion is our part to do and to carry out, to go through, to go forward. So action is really important. And that's what I've learned, because I clearly heard be still, stillness. That time, actually, I literally, yeah, I was being still, and I've learned that I need to take actions. All things that I can do is my action, right? And God will tell you whether that's meant for you or not through the results, through the process, and through the center of the heart. You feel, oh, I don't think this is meant for me, or I feel so transcending peace. Yeah, there'll be like a signal. So yeah, those are the key points that I wanted to share, and that was a great reminder for me. So I wanted to share that with you all. And I hope it was helpful and insightful. And thanks for following this journey. And if you like this episode, please click the like button and also follow us on Instagram at fitwell.to. Okay? Love you. God bless you. And you are the blessing to other people.